What's a mean way to phrase what? The comment about if your only goal is to be competitive. Oh, you sound awful. Yep. I'm looking at War Card. What is the point of the card advantage? Like, what type of it is an optimal? I don't really know. I don't think that card's very good. It's like probably okay. It's like a Stony Silence type effect in Modern, but that's about it. Welcome back, Curtia. Yeah, wait till you see Deckmaster with Magic Arena. You can mouse over the cards on the board. Alright, Bant Eldrazi's deck we played a few times. Pretty close to list on my website. I think card for card. Goal is play big, giant, smashy monsters at a curve. Good disruption like Path to Exile and Sever Denial. Let's do it. I don't recall. Hopefully we saw the London Mulligan on here. I don't remember if they got rid of it or not, because the PT happened. Not going to find out this game. Opponent also starting on 7. Moto has encountered a serious error and needs to close. I guess we didn't play Magic Online yesterday, so today is Moto's Case of the Mondays. I do actually have cough drops today. In fact, this stream is being brought to you by Dayquil. Not because they're sponsoring the stream, but because I wouldn't be upright right now without Dayquil. Tron doesn't want to be toolboxy. Tron wants to kill you. I don't understand why people think Tron wants a toolbox. Tron wants to put an O-Stone into play and kill you. Oh good, Moto crashed again when I loaded it back up. Excellent. Well, I was planning to do a Magic Online League to start the day, but Magic Online might have other ideas. I mean, the sponsors love Magic Online. Man, they didn't even play a foil? What a tilt. I don't know, no idea why I crashed then. Usually it means they played a foil land when they get a random crash like that. I think I want to start on Thalia against this. This indicates they're probably playing Hallowed One, which means they have a lot of 1-mana spells, so this should slow them down a little bit. Before anyone asks me why I'm not blocking this, it has Menace. Why is one copy worth testing? How often do you expect it to actually come up? And like, why would you dedicate sideboard slots to something that you're only playing one copy of? That's the real question. I'm on every drug and remedy known to man. Believe it or not, this isn't my first time with the cold. Thanks, Lance. I appreciate the support. Oh, I'm dumb. This is symmetrical, right? Oh, well. Oh, that's awkward. I wanted the path and response here, but I actually can't because of my... Oh, I guess I can sack the Scion. Is that worth it? Yeah, I'm going to lose this anyways to the Collective Brutality. So yeah, I'm going to throw the Scion away and get rid of one of their Flameblade Adepts. This means I can't play the Drowner next turn, though, but I think that's worthwhile. They click through their combat step. Hey, Reality Smusher. Beep, beep. Welcome back, Infamous. A combo in Standard with Shalai and the Wanderer. That's like a pretty soft combo, though, right? Because they can just attack the Wanderer. Land. Puppy. My colorless monsters are bigger than your colorless monsters, opponent. Neener, neener. They have a bolt. I was going to take the last two cards out of their hand. Feels like we're in a pretty good spot. What's their best hit here? Like a Delve creature? The double attack's aggressive. I'm gonna double block with these Scion tokens. It kind of feels like it could be a lightning bolt. I could block with a token plus a Drowner and like only lose one token here, but then I lose the Drowner to a bolt. I think that's not ideal. Alright, well that leaves them dead to Skyspawner in the air next turn. This hopefully cuts them off of finding outs. We have played Frenzy Affinity. We played it last week or the week before. I really wasn't impressed with Frenzy in the deck. Felt like it was like just worse than Karn most of the time. You can go back and watch on YouTube to hear me talk about it. Last time we played Affinity, it involved Experimental Frenzy though. Alright, Thragtusk is good here. I think Rip's probably fine. Knight of Autumn is probably okay. Feel like Stubb's probably not very good here. I think I want to cut the Thought-Knot Seer. Like, I feel like their hand gets empty relatively quickly. And, like, this card's kind of mediocre when your opponent's hand is empty because then, like, they kill this in combat and they basically drew a card off your threat. Like, I've got double Thragtusk and Drowner as extra threats to bring in, so I think that's fine. Hey, Mathematic, thanks for the 14 months. I don't think this is a Cage matchup. I like that Rest in Peace keeps them off of their Delve threats, but I don't think Cage does quite enough. Got one more spot here. Hey, Deputy of Detention's probably fine. This card's not amazing because they're a bolt deck, but like I have other things they need to bolt too. Oh, look at that beautiful Moto altar. Isn't it pretty? What good software. I don't know. It's just like the thing you're suggesting testing comes at like a pretty big cost with a pretty low payoff, Tony. Like, you have to give up sideboard slots, which are very valuable in Modern. Sideboard slots are like what this format is about most of the time. I think I mulligan that. Yeah, this seems okay. Is Golgari still in a bad spot in Standard? We've been playing a Golgari combo deck that's been pretty sweet. But if you're just looking to play mid-range, yeah, you should probably play Sultai. The Splash for Crisis is pretty free and it's very powerful. I did not do a Modern deck yesterday. He's dead, Jim. White source. White source. Yep. Alright, well, we're a basic or a noble away from being able to kill this, so that's nice. I don't think either of those cards are good in Tron. I don't think either of them solve problems that you have, which is, again, in my opinion, the intelligent way to approach deck building, especially in a format like Modern where there's just so many cards that can go into any given deck. Alright, well, I can technically path my own thing now and get a thing. Probably going to need to path their Flame Wake, though. Oh, do I give up my Scion to kill one of these? I think so. Hey, Colin, welcome back. Arthur, thanks for the 3 months. Alright. This is the part where we stabilize a little bit and then die to a bolt off the top after a few turns. Or Goblin Law right now. Got it. Morning, Yeti. I don't think Blood Moon changes how I sideboard. Maybe it means I want explosives. I don't think so. It's another reason to trim Thought-Knot Seer though. Colorless mana is hard to get under Blood Moon. In the most loving way possible, and I should probably just make a command so I can say this. If you're ever watching a live streamer and they sound terrible, there's a 100% chance that they know they sound terrible. So, like, coming in and being like, yo, bro, you sound terrible is not... I know, like, especially here, that people don't mean it in a rude way, but that's 100% how it comes across. It's just, like, doesn't add any value and just, like, rubs in the point that, like, is already abundantly clear. I'm going to grab the basic forest here, because it means if I grab a Noble Hierarch, I can cast this off of it. There's a deck list on your screen as always. They ditched a Flame Wake. It's pretty good. Nah, I think the probability of hitting... exactly what I need to hit there is low. And I'd rather just not take an extra damage. Alright, they have a Delve threat, which means Flamewake Phoenix is coming back. Reality Smasher can go toe-to-toe with that one at least. It left me a token, so I can do this, which is nice. You'll smush her on defense. Generally not a good sign for the home team. I discarded a second Flamewake Phoenix. And have a free Hallowed one. Yep. Alright, so we're going to 9. So we're going to do this and shatter the Hallowed one. And the problem here is, like, I have to beat these Flame Wakes, but, like, they still have 5 cards in their hand here, so probably just dead. Welcome, Tret. I guess. I don't know if they're a match. If they're a match where Path doesn't have text, the Sands just like doesn't do anything. Looking for Eldrazi Temple. Oh, take Thought-Knot Seer. Hopefully we rip a Temple next turn. Elves. This matchup's probably bad for us. If I had to venture a guess. How late did I end up going yesterday? Only till about 4 o'clock. My voice was shot. I didn't have any Dayquil or Nyquil or cough drops or anything like that in the house. Yeah, E's pretty slow in this matchup, though. And while Engineered Explosives kills all their 1-drops, it doesn't kill any of their payoffs, which are the cards that you actually care about. Get you later, Dink Beams. Yeah, the deck queue widget I had previously decided to stop working. And I was thinking about it, and it's probably not a bad idea to get people onto my website anyways, just so they can see everything that I have there. So I just put a click through to do my actual website. Are you in love with the Coco opponent? Never change, Magic Online. Gonna have to tweet that one. Did anybody catch that? I got the screenshot before it went away. Oh, this spaghetti mess of an application. Oh, this spaghetti mess of an application. I have no idea. I have no idea why it happened, but I'm glad it did. We're just like super dead here, right? Maybe, I guess I have giant monsters. This isn't that big yet. It might be okay. I don't know. If they never draw a payoff, we could be okay. Yep. And, like, the problem now is that if I attack in with Reality Smusher and, like, they trade off in combat, I feed the Scavenging Ooze, and then the Scavenging Ooze beats me in the long term, yeah. Now they can eat Cocoa and put a... Alright, so you guys probably can't see it because it's really tiny on Moto. But the Collected Company in the graveyard right now has a power and toughness that's 0-0 at the moment. But when I zoom in, it's gone. What happens when I pop it out? Yeah, can y'all see that? See how it says 0-0? Alright, now we're dead. Clan Caller is going to get more Clan Callers, going to get more Clan Callers. This matchup's probably very bad for the Eldrazi deck, if I had to venture a guess. Played matchups similar to this from the Elf side, and our deck just like... one of the easiest ways to tell if you're going to have a good matchup against... a good matchup with Elves is if they're playing Thalia, you probably have a good matchup. This is definitely, I've gone back and forth on whether I want a second cage in the sideboard, and this is definitely a matchup where having a second cage is useful. So, you're right, Bite, in that this deck isn't fast from a pure race you perspective, but this deck isn't just a linear, non-interactive deck. This deck has cards like Path to Exile and Thought-Knot Seer and other tools that allow it to disrupt its opponent. Because if Modern was just about racing, Grishlebrand would be the only deck people would play, right? But Modern is about a little bit more than that. A lot of the linear decks have a little bit of interaction. And while this deck isn't the fastest race car on the track, it's definitely has enough disruption to be competitive in a lot of the popular matchups in the format. I think this is a keep. Like, it's only got one land in it, but I've got double Ancient Stirrings. I've got Path, Explosives, Deputy. I think if we can't win with a hand like this, we probably have no chance here. There is a reasonable assumption that we have no chance here, but I think if there was a hand to give us a chance, this is it. I'm going to take the Temple here, actually. Let's give that a go. Streamers who aren't willing to take the time to interact with the people on their chat bite, especially their subs, probably aren't worth giving your money to or watching. It's the whole point of Twitch, right? Is the ability to be able to be interactive. If you wanted to just watch a video on just play, wouldn't you would rather watch YouTube so you could like pause it if you have to go to the bathroom or something? I don't know, maybe that's just me. So probably We're hoping to find a white source on this Ancient Stirrings plus our draw step, so we can path this. Perfect. So I got slaughtered last night by 8 rack. What are 8 racks bad matchups? Decks that have proactive plans that get into play quickly. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed the zombies deck. Yeah, it felt very reasonable yesterday, which was sweet because like the red black aggro decks we've been playing previously all felt really bad. So I'm glad we finally have one that seems decent. So I have 2 directions I can go from here. I think because I have the EE, I'm actually going to go ahead and deploy the Thought-Knot Seer. Welcome back, Math. I appreciate that. That's unfortunate. Gosh, we're probably dead. Maybe I'm supposed to take Azuri and leave them the Coco and hope they hit 1-drops. That's probably the better line. I'm just gonna move along. This matchup's rancid, and that's just part of Modern, right? Like, just a format where there's gonna be matches where your deck just can't win, basically. Which I guess that was bound to happen, right? I think we were. This is our 4th league with the deck, and the first 3 all went really well, so we were bound to hit a couple of bad matchups, bad beats in a row. Yeah, Modern's just very samey, but I think anybody who's been in Modern for a long time is kind of experiencing that right now. There hasn't really been a big change to the format. And and the changes that are happening are smaller, and they're mostly just to move the format in a more linear direction. That's a great way to summarize it. Modern is both stagnant and hostile elite decks. Got a new job, so I don't get to watch live as much, but I'll continue to support the best Magic content on the interwebs, and I still watch on YouTube as well. Well, thanks for the 10 months, Jav. Hope your new job's going well. I would be incredibly surprised if Modern Horizons changed the format significantly. All right. I'm going to lead on Temple here, so that way if I draw another Temple or a white land, I can play a creature on 2. Yep, playing decks that were good last season, still good. We just added a 7th set to an established format. Any Spellquiller? It's been a hot second since I saw Bant Spirits. So, an interaction worth noting is that even though Cavern of Souls makes my spell uncounterable, Spellqueller technically doesn't counter the spell, it exiles it off the stack, which, while the result is similar, they're functionally different in Magic. I think we might be dead again. I guess I can kind of race here. Yeah, Displacer plus Spellqueller does do what we want it to do, so maybe trading the Displacer there is bad. Do you have another Spellqueller? Sure. So on my opponent's draw step, I'm going to diddle the spell queller so I get my thing back. I guess this makes the Wanderer bigger. Maybe it's better to wait till they attack. Wow. That was probably one of the few spells they could draw that we could actually take away from them there. I mean, new standard's not that much different than old standard. All the decks that were good before are still good. Wilderness Reclamation, Simic Nexus got a lot better. Much to the dismay of people who like playing Magic, Simic Nexus got much better. It's a good draw. Insulates us against a collecting company coming off the top, which is one of their better comeback mechanics from this board position. Get you later, Tony. Alright, well, I was looking a little dicey to start, but got to show him who the superior Bant deck was. Thalia's kind of mediocre here. I think Stump's fine. I'm going to bring in Deputy and Engineered Explosives. Call it a day. Maybe Cage is worth bringing in. Turns off their companies. I don't have anything I want to cut, though. I'm just going to run it back. What are some of this deck's major weaknesses? I have no idea. It plays big things. It plays good removal. It plays 1-mana counter spells. Feels like it has tools to be competitive in most places. I guess you could say Elves is bad because it's a deck that goes wide that doesn't really care about Engineered Explosives, is probably an apt summary. That's probably an apt summary. I say it has double path in it, but it really doesn't accomplish anything else other than that, right? It's kind of slow. Double path in the draw is also a little bit mediocre because it accelerates our opponent when we're already kind of behind because we're on the draw. Double Eldrazi Temple. Let's do it. I think I'm going to bottom this. We'll get Breeding Pool with this and cast Ancient Stirrings. We'll go Ancient Stirring, Skyspawner, Reality Smasher on curve. Or we'll just play that. I mean, blue's kind of the least important color in this deck, but like the blue cards, especially in terms of like the dollar amount they cost, really aren't that expensive. So I'm not really sure why you would cut the blue cards. Like Noble Hierarch and Cavern of Souls are the expensive cards in this deck, and you would play those in the green-white build too. You like how they Reflector Maged my threat on one? And then I had this into this anyways. God bless Ancient Tomb. I'm not attacking with Skyspawner because I want to not run into like a Spell Queller here that just eats it in combat. Also allows me to block a Rattle Chains, which is nice. They're down to one card here. This Ancient Stirrings finds something useful, we could be okay. Especially with this path. That's pretty bad. I played Green Black Citadel yesterday. I had to run through my deck 6 times to actually be lethal, I assume, and remove their stuff to finally activate Citadel and win. That's great. Yeah, Citadel deck sweet for sure. I'm not going to attack with this because keeping this at home. Nah, I'm going to go ahead and attack. This is only 1 more point of damage anyways. Blue-black control's too fair for this format. This is not proactive enough. They've top-8'd a Grand Prix with that deck before, and there's a reason why. Nobody else has done anything with it. It's just not very good. So you're going to take 5 here down to 5. Might be sliding this EE out on 3. Yeah. And then next turn, so on this combat step, I'm going to have my Skyspawner block their Mausoleum Wanderer, and then I'm going to blow explosives up and kill their Queller and their Reflector Mage. I'm going to block one of these before I blow this up, just in case they have, like, an instant speed Selfless Spirit. So we're a little bit behind at the moment, but we have, like, Reality Smashers that get us back in the game. Path to Exile's not terrible either. Sure. He's a little Eldrazi Scion that could. Demonic Tutor. Reality Smasher. Thank you. What a fair and balanced cantrip. Thank God Ponder's banned. Thank goodness Ponder isn't legal. Alright, on the scoreboard. Asserted dominance over the inferior Bant deck and on our way. I can't keep this right. It's just like 6 pieces of mana. Hey, thanks for the 3 months, Dumpster. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Nah, these things usually take like a week to run their course. All right. Yep, let's do it. 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna ditch the path here and just try and linear them. Hopefully I don't live to regret that. Severy, thank you very much for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing but professionalism here, folks. Oh, you know what? This is a mistake on my part. I should play the Eldrazi Temple here. I wanted to kind of conceal information, but if they're smart, they're going to know what I'm playing anyways from this Yavimaya Coast. I should have played the Eldrazi Temple, because that way if I draw Cavern of Souls next turn, I could have an uncounterable Thought-Knot Seer. And I don't currently have an uncounterable Thought-Knot Seer. Alright, show me what you got, Blue-White Control. Getting Path in response here. Sure. Timely, Logic Knot, Snapcaster. Yikes, their hand is good. I guess we're taking Snap. Got a Flesh. Thank you for the very generous tier 3 sub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, so we're hoping to draw another bomb here after they take my Reality Smusher away. Woof. Don't have a second blue to double deploy here. Timely and Logic Knot, and they have one card I don't know. Morning, Ozzy. You're fine. I think I'm going to path this. Yeah, burning my own path though. I think like pathing my own thing and sacrificing my Scion to deny the tokens is not worthwhile. If you put your MTGO client full screen so noobs like me can read the card. So you can tell you're a noob because you're not familiar with Magic Online. This is as big as the cards get. Magic Online, as you'll notice, doesn't use the horizontal space on the left and right here. So even if I take this and drag it to the right and the left here, the reason why I have my big gaudy chat here as opposed to just putting myself over the Magic Online interface like I do with the Arena interface is because you literally can't make the cards larger. The text is always teeny tiny. That's just how it goes. This is why digital Magic softwares been in the Stone Ages up until Magic Arena released. There's no nice mouse overlay. You know you're playing Moto for the first time in 10 years. Yikes, why would you do that? Oh, you know what? This is a small mistake on my part, right? I guess I should have thought about this triple block. If I would have left a white mana up here, I could have sacrificed this to play my other Thalia out here, which would have been ideal, I think. How long until arena? Like a half hour, 45 minutes. This is match 4. Yeah, this is going to end up being a pretty big mistake, probably. Modern Super League. Have fun. I don't know why they're not doing Super Leagues on Arena. It seems like such a big miss on their part. Why not just do a standard one? Alright, let's lead on Lady Thalia here. Make them make decisions before anything goes on. So, do I want to give them another land here? I think I do. Mad Seed, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So they have Logic Knot in one card I don't know. Thankfully, Celestial Colony is not quite big enough to block my Reality Smasher. Not surprised to see them leaving the Skyspawner here. That's much less scary than my other things that come off the top of my deck. Weird that they didn't block with the Soldier token here. I feel like they should just trade it in for even 1 point of health, just because, like, they're out here as a sweeper, right? So, like, if they're drawing to a sweeper, they should probably throw their token away for a point of life. Oh, they did click themselves. You're right. There was a mana leak that popped up. And that's smart, too, because, like, they are digging for the sweeper. Do we have time to play around to settle the wreckage? Probably not. Deal. They have a path here. They can eat my 2/2 and then path my Smasher. Alright, so I think I take the Smasher here and I cast the Eldrazi Skyspawner, because this puts 3 lethal threats in play, and this way if they Miracle a Terminus or a Supreme Verdict next turn, I can still kill them with a follow-up Smasher. Alright, there's the Miracle Terminus. So now they need the existing card in their hand to be a counterspell. And they did. There's a good chance that they have a counterspell here, right? Because they ditched a Logic Knot. Yeah, Cavern of Souls would be an ideal draw. And, like, whatever counterspell they have is better than Logic Knot, right? So there's probably a good chance they have a Cryptic Command. I don't think I can wait. I'm hoping that pause there was because they don't have it and they're dead. Because even the Colonnade block leaves them dead to 1 trample without this. Reality Smasher has 1 mode, chat. Tapped and attacking. Alright, Thragtusk, Nissa, Drowner, Knight of Autumn. Explosives is a little mediocre. I think I just trim the mana creatures here. Because, like, I have 24 land plus 4 Ancient Strings. I guess Path to Exile isn't stellar here. I probably don't need any of those. I can leave 3 Nobles in. Like, pathing their click was, like, nice, but it's, like, not super necessary. It's probably worse than accelerating. Yeah, let's do this. I think we'll be okay. I think my voice is going to sound a little bit medium, but I am armed with Dayquil and cough drops today, so I think we're going to be able to do, at a minimum, my 8 to 3. Hey, Faraday, thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. I'm actually feeling better as the day goes on. God bless medicine. This hand is more than good. It's great. These are the Squid Daddy hands we're looking for. And these squid-tastic openers, chat. Thalia is an excellent draw here. I'm actually going to wait a turn on the Thought-Knot Seer so I can play it off Cavern. They showed me Mana Leak last game, and I'd rather make that dead. I'd rather make that card a dead draw for them. So Thalia's like meaningful player. It slows me down like a hair, but I think it's fine. Click me, daddy. I got 2 pair. Still have all these. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Click me into a reality smusher. Please and thank you. That's right. We had the turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. We elected not to play it. Okey-doke. You brought in Stony Silence. Oh no, they know my weakness. Foiled Jace the Mind Sculptor. Just moto things. Yeah, maybe they thought we had vials. They do get to field my Cavern of Souls here, which is like annoying but not the end of the world. Yeah, exactly, Burgle. We get to hold up on Blink, Thought-Knot Seer, which insulates us, which means they can't Terminus us. Because if they Terminus us in response to the Miracle trigger, we'll blink the Thought-Knot Seer and take their Terminus away. Although, I guess the way I tapped here, they could take me off the Eldrazi Temple, which means I can't Displacer them, but I think that's fine. Because it means I get to keep my Cavern of Souls in the long term. So like this gives them a window to Terminus me. The season hasn't ended on Arena yet. It ends this afternoon. Their hand is Stony Silence, Jace, 2 cards I don't know. All right. My tapping did give them a window to draw path there, but they don't have a lot else going on, so I'm not gonna let them click just yet because they would click themselves and give themselves more draws to find useful cards. So I think I'm just gonna commit at least one of these to the board. I might wanna. Maybe I was right to commit both. I want to tap this now. Because this way, if my opponent draws a card, I'm assuming they're going to click themselves here. And this way, if they click themselves into Terminus, they've already drawn a card for the turn. So I don't want to bounce this on my turn. Because then they could trigger their Terminus. Yep, targeting themselves. It's a good play. I assume they're going to bottom the Stony Silence that shouldn't be in their deck. They had Snapcaster. Brutal. I'm like, this is maybe why I should have double played Knight last turn. They took my Thalia? I guess that makes sense. That's not the Smusher I wanted for Christmas. Maybe I'm supposed to put them to 1 there. I'm just not going to play around a sweeper. If they hit the sweeper, we'll need to draw a Smasher. Trigger. Think they'll ever incorporate modern into Arena? Nope. Welcome back, King. I think we're getting a new format to play, but I don't think we're ever gonna get. I don't think we're ever gonna get actual modern on Arena. They brought in Engineered Explosives against me too. They don't have a 3rd color. All these cards suck, so they can keep them, right? Just none of these cards do anything. These are... Never forget. Oh, this is a Thought-Knot Seer, not a click. Alright, I'll take the opt. I was thinking... We've been blinking a click, so I was thinking I was resolving my own click. All their cards suck, so we'll just take the one that cantrips. I really feel like they sideboarded weird. Like they brought in Stony Silence. They have Spellseer and Engineered Explosives in against me, and this is one of the one of the upsides you gain. I guess maybe I could have taken the Oust. Maybe taking Oust is right there. Wow, they drew Path. Oh, I just shuffled my Displacer. Oh, I'm gonna lose this game now, aren't I? I guess they're going to 1. They're gonna draw Lyra and kill me. Yeah, I messed this game up. Brutal. Thank goodness. Whew. I was worried there for a second. Reality Smasher enters play tapped and attacking. Reality Smasher forgives all sins. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Reality Smasher blowing through ya. Do 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 do. They draw another Path or a Snapcaster Mage. Yep. Yeah, if I'd have taken the Oust, we'd have probably won this game, huh? Alright, and the Lyra. Lyra probably ends it. We need to draw like Smusher again. Displacer. Is Displacer lethal? Not quite. Yeah, I fucked the game up. The worst part about punting that game is now I have to play a third game against a blue-white control player. This hand just doesn't do anything either, really. All right, the deck would have gone 2-2. I went 1-3. You know, I thought I was gonna power through today, but I'm actually gonna take the day off. I think I'm gonna go sleep this off. I'll catch all y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a good one.